Here I'm going to showcase using VBCS. I'm going to invoke the ATP database, but here I'm going to use a RESTful service of Apex, where I'm going to invoke this data using the service connection, where you can use one of the source of service connection defined by specification, where you can specify using documentation. Okay, so this is my OCI console. So I'm going to my ATP service. So I can be here. So this is my already created ATP instance. So once I click, I can go directly to my Oracle Apex application. Apex, I can go here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a workspace first. So I'm going to use my password and I'm going to sign in. So I'm going to create a workspace. So I'm using Docker user, and I'm going to give a password. You can already one user is created, right? The workspace is created. Sorry, workspace is created. I'm going to directly going there, right? I'm going to give the password which I have entered right now. So here you can see the object browser, where you can see the tables. So right now no tables are there for this workspace, and this is where the RESTful service we are going to create. So the schema is not in, so the database is not created with any ORDS. So we are going to register schema with ORDS, right? So this is the schema alias Swagger user which I have created, and enabling a RESTful access. For this demo, I'm just going to show with the install sample service. All right. So I'm going to create it. So one of the main thing we have to think when we are creating a RESTful service, RESTful data service, first you have to create the module, right? So as we have given already the sample one, this Oracle example.hr module is already created. You have to give a URI prefix, right? It is simple. Just go to create, and you can give a module name, then the URI path, so it will be get created. And after that, once you create a module, next thing is about the template. You have to create a template, right? So I have created a URI template of employee info, EMP info, where I want to get the employee info or something like that. So your URI template with the slash, right? So in the module you can get an option of creating templates. So there are so many templates which we have created to get the employees details, to get the single employee details, so that all can be taken care. And once you create the template, there is an option of create handler, that it can be different get method, post, or anything. So you can see it here. Imagine if I want to create a handler. So get is already taken. So imagine post, put, or delete. You can create it here, right? So that is a thing. So that's just simple thing. So let us go and see one of the handler. Here you can see it. Here I'm selecting from employee number, and the table is EMP. You can see it from employee. So I'm getting all the details. You can see the field. So when we install the sample one, so the two tables are created here. See, employee and department, right? So this is the department with the data. You can see it, and employee with the data. See, you can see it here, right? So what we are going to do right now is like we are going to generate the Swagger doc. So when you go to this module, there is something called generate Swagger doc, right? You are getting a Swagger doc directly here. So if you go, we are going to copy this, and we are going to our VBCS instance. So I'm going to create a new application here saying API app, right? So So I'm just going to create it. So once we create that one, we directly go to the service connection to get that one. So you can click on the service connection, and there are many sources. Select from catalog, where you can directly get it from your other application predefined service connections. You can get by defined by specification. That's what we are going to look now. And defined by endpoints, each endpoints, right? Employee directly we can put it here, and we can, but we are going to define by specification because we already have the doc, right? Document. So we are selecting the open API or Swagger, and we are going to put our web URL. So we can give any service name. So I am going to give HR service, right? So I'm just going to give it, and I'm going to create it. So it's that simple. So all the services connected to that particular module will be get generated as a doc. You can see it, so many services are, so many templates are here, so many handlers are there. Everything is getting called in this particular um, service actually from the doc, right? So let's go to the endpoint. So I'm just going to show you the get method. So we can just go to this endpoint, get endpoint, and just test it, right? I'm going to test it. You can see it. We are getting a status of 200. That means we are getting our data from the database, right? So we am going to save that as an example. Just going to create a small table here, application here, web application, right? I'm just going to create it. Come here. You can see the flow. All right. And I'm just going to drag a table, right? Because I just want to show the employee, right? And I'm going to add, and you can see it, so many things. So I'm just going to create this get employees, right? Only that I'm going to focus. Come here. So all the details are coming. You can see all the items shown here, right? All the items and items that be here. So I'm just going to take everything, and I'm going to give employee number as the primary key. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to go and finish, right? As soon as I give it here, let us see the data is, see, you can see it is populating from there, right? So you can see it in preview also. Let us cross check with our data in our database, table. If we go to the employee table and the data, right, it is 7839, right? Let us see it here. 7839. Okay, yeah, 7839, right? So okay, it is the manager one. Okay, let us see. Okay, 14, employee number, right? Okay. Here we are just showing 7 data actually. Let me update it here. You can give how many data to be shown. So everything you can be handled from here, right? So let me show you that also. Imagine if you want to just show that one, right? Imagine I want to show 25. Just apply it. Just refresh it. Yeah, you can see it here. Everything is, so 7839, it is coming here, right? So that option is also there. You can how much pagination size you want to give, you can give it directly here as well, right? So all the data it is coming directly. Imagine you, as I said, you can directly give, if you use this single get URL, so you can get the details here. But what we are doing is, like, we are in a doc, we are calling all these services available for that particular module, and we are calling it on our VBCS application. Hope this helped